Greetings everybody, Okami Games Online. Welcome back to more Persona 5. Last time, we maxed out the last few confidants that you have to manually max out. The remaining confidants max out automatically. We also went back into Mementos once again to challenge the Reaper, who was pathetically easy. And in this episode, went and did a little bit of grinding off screen and, well, I don't know how to put this, but, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, we might not be having any more trouble with the rest of the game. Yeah, I decided I would get everyone up to level 99, because we're near the end of the game, why the hell not? That's also why I have a ridiculous amount of money. That was from a whole lot of Reaper grinding.
Do you need something?
In between episodes, I went ahead and fused every single persona I possibly could. There's one persona that I probably could fuse if I tried hard enough.
Justine,
but there's going to be
this.
easier methods for me to get that done later, so I didn't worry
These are
about
the paths you have walked.
But currently we're at 94% completion, so we're getting really close. During this, I did reach 75% completion, which means I did get another coupon for a discount here for summoning personas. But, here's another idea of how much grinding I did, as you might have already seen. All the way through here. Level 99s. Yeah.
Done
already? A lot of Reapers were killed.
No slacking off.
You want even more of an idea of all that? Let's see here. Not persona. Item. No, equip would be what I'm looking for. Reapers, when you kill them, they always drop a Divine Pillar. I've got 99 of these. The maximum number you can have. And even more than that, you know how many hours of grinding this was? We were at, what, 100 hours before?
I'll just add this.
That's what our timer's at now. 400 hours. I might be a little insane, but it's awesome that just happened. Anyway, we did all the grinding that I really wanted to. If you couldn't tell by what I was doing in the Velvet Room, what I like to do in Persona games for some unknown reason is get every single Persona to level 99. I got a good chunk through there, and I'll probably be doing the rest of my own time post Let's Play. But let's return to the real world. Alright, well, since we did max out every single confidant, the rest of our days... yeah, we can skip this. The rest of our days are actually going to be spent, just going around obtaining trophies that we can still get.
Ah, you're back.
So that being said, the remaining days we have, you're not going to really see me living out. Instead, I'm going to be cutting around to getting the trophies, and once I've gotten all the trophies, we're going to be heading to the day we head into, go through Shio's dungeons. So, I'll see you at the next few trophies, and you'll hear commentary from me after the trophies are over.
Okay, sounds good. That one? Sure thing. Come again.
Nice.
Alright, this trophy's gonna require a little bit of explaining. Because you might notice, I have an option down there that says Third Eye that I did not have before. And I'm suddenly bad at it.
Hey.
There is a book that you can read. It is called Batting Science. That gives you the ability to use Third Eye, making hitting home runs a lot easier.
What are your thoughts?
Alright, this is another trophy that's gonna require a little bit of explaining. Not really related with how did I get the trophy, more so related with what you should not do with this trophy. So you may notice sometimes when you're trying to craft stuff, you will be given the option to have Kawakami help you with that. According to sources that I've looked up, you don't want to do that. Because if you do that, you can possibly glitch this trophy, and it could be a pain in the ass to get otherwise. So just do everything on your own, and you should be fine. Let's move on to the next trophy, that being said. Alright, let's keep this train rolling with trophies I gotta explain. This is probably gonna take the longest to explain out of all the ones we gotta get. We've never gotten to this place, Ichigaya. Because we have fishing. Let's use the fishing pond. Spade should be able to catch some small fish with these. Well, we've only got one kind of bait, so I guess we'll use this one. So let's stick to choose the direction you want, and then press the X button to cast your line. How far the line goes depends on the power gauge. Cast your line, wait for the fish to take the bait, and you can redo with the circle button. So let's go... Let's go there. Just the X button when the fish bites the hook to hook the fish before it escapes. And we've got to move it with the bobber with the left stick to the red zone, rapidly press the X button. And try keeping the red zone at all costs. So we just wait.
Yes!
And we pull. Keep pulling. It's a little tricky to do, but there we go. I'm gonna keep fishing, but I just wanted to give that explanation because that's gonna be setting up for something. You do want to fish because one of the books in the Red Light District, so all the books that you buy in the Red Light District, there's 5 of them in total, all of them require doing some sort of thing. We've already done 4 of them, and the 5th one is for fishing, at least once. Hence why I'm here now. But there's another reason why I came here to fish, but we're gonna be seeing that in a sec.
Hey, hey.
In addition to fishing, once you're done with that, you earn points. These points are a form of currency for when you're fishing. You get some medium bait. And we can see what prizes he has. So we can get some bollies. We can buy a better rod. Or we can just straight up buy ourselves some equipment. So, first of all, the main things you're gonna want. We did not get enough points for the top class Bolly. That's gonna be what we're gonna want to grab. Which we will get eventually. And, in addition to that, if you can help it, I recommend getting a powerful rod. Miracle Rod's gonna be a little ridiculous, especially by this point in the game. But, powerful rod, you can get, it's not required, but it will help you in the long run. Alright, now for more trophies, and then I'll see you back here with commentary when we're coming back to fishing. Alright, now it's time to go catch ourselves a Guardian. Before doing this, I highly recommend you save, because we only have so much bait for catching Guardians. I went ahead and bought 2. I did not buy a better rod, though. So, this is going to be incredibly tricky. Got a bunch of baits. We're not going to be using top class ball yet. Because, well, first of all, if you hold down L1, once you read the book, you can see what kind of fish each fish is. In addition to that, you can see where you're casting with the power meter. But that's kind of the lesser thing that matters. What we need to do, according to the guide I'm using, is we need to catch 5 to 6 fish consecutively. Once we do that, the Guardian will appear in the pond. And then catching the Guardian is a whole nother beast. You might also notice there's a fish there that's sparkling. That is a fish that is worth double points for when you're cashing in the fish. Really, you should not be doing this as close to the finalized deadline as I am. But it's still doable, and I've done weirder things in the past in video games, so we're gonna pull this off one way or another. However, I'm not gonna make you sit through me trying to catch fish over and over again. So what I am going to end up doing is I'm just gonna cut ahead to when the Guardian appears in the pond, and we're gonna get to trying to catch that Guardian. Aha! See this fish right here? This fish that my line's getting right next to? That would be the Guardian. Problem is, you have to be especially careful with your bait. Because the top class bait, it does not just attract the Guardian. It can also attract any other kind of fish. So it's possible you're gonna end up hitting another fish.
Hey, hey!
And because of that, you're just going to be wasting your bait. I've got 2 of these, so I'm going to try to catch the Guardian with them. But before I even cast it, I'm going to wait until the Guardian ends up moving away from the rest of these fish so I don't run that risk. Let's try here. Yeah, that's not going to work. A lot of it's going to be just waiting for that Guardian to move. You see the golden fish over here? Kind of like where I'm pointing my thing? That's the Guardian. That's another reason why Third Eye may be useful for you to get. Okay, I can't cast my line that far. The other problem is, it tends to want to float at the top of the screen, where I can't even catch it. Okay, I want to toss it, but I also run the risk of this fish taking the bait. Ooh, this might be the best chance we'll get. Alright, and that's why you want to upgrade your stuff. Because otherwise, that happens. So I'll be back when I actually am able to catch the Guardian.
Oh! Yeah!
Got it! I ended up having to upgrade my rod, but that's fine. Another method that you can use that works surprisingly well for me that I used in there was mashing the X button. Normally you're supposed to just hold the button. Mashing the button can work kind of okay as well, so that way, like, if you hold down the button when you're outside the red area, it'll just fling over to the edge, and, like, the Guardian will try to shake loose. But if you just tap it, it's a lot easier to keep it on your hands. And just for the sake of it, let's see what the fish would call worth. That's 3,000. It was also raining, so because of that, there were a lot of winning prizes. So, it comes out to that. Anyway, that's it for fishing. There is one final trophy I need to get knocked out before we head into Shido's dungeon.
You're back.
So let's get that final trophy knocked out nice and quickly.
Yeah!
there is the last trophy I wanted to get. And, admittedly, in order to get all these trophies, I did have to reload a save and do things in a different order. Case in point, we had already cleared one of the games before we went into Mementos. But in order to clear the remaining games that we had, I had to spend every single block of time from Mementos onward in order to get that trophy, because we are actually past the deadline and we're not able. I would have to reload again for when we go into Shido's dungeon, unfortunately. So I did have to resort to reloading, but even then, I was able to get all the remaining trophies that I needed. So I'm going to go reload one last time, and I'll see you when we're ready to go into Shido's dungeon. And now, it is time. It is the very last possible chance for us to be able to take Shido's heart. If we don't do anything today,
it appears everyone is here.
Then it'll be too late, which means it's time to infiltrate the palace.
Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go.
We'll head to the central corridor first. That's where the doors to the main assembly hall were. Got it. Let's get going.
It's time to work.
Next
How was
time
that? Did I sound cool?
on Persona 5. We're heading in to get those 5 letters of introduction. See you guys then.